What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by AutoTopNL. My name is Max, and today we are taking a look at another viewer's car. This is Cengiz, his BMW 535i. It is an F10 series BMW 5 Series, and it is gorgeous. I mean, just look at this spec. I believe this is macadamia brown, but we're going to take a look at that later on under the bonnet. But man, what a spec and what a pretty car. I mean, I used to own a BMW 535d of this generation, the Touring of course, and I still love the car. I think it's such a good looking thing. Of course, after the E60 came out, you know, a lot of people really hated that car, and apparently BMW lost some customers because of the controversial styling of that car. So with the F10 series, they decided to, you know, make it a little bit less controversial, a little bit more elegant, and I have to say it really worked. It's still a beautiful car. This is a 2014 car, which means that it is a facelift, and it is very pretty. So today I'm going to show you around it. It's not stock, so we're going to show you the modifications. I'll show you the interior, and then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. Now, before we begin, I just want to address an issue that we've had in the past. The front splitters. I know that they make the front of a car look super cool and a bit more sporty and a bit more aggressive, but please have a look at your splitter if you decide to install one, how it's being installed, and I would suggest only going for OEM parts, of course. So for a BMW, that would be M Performance if they offer something like that. But again, we've had the issue that at 275 kilometers an hour, the front splitter just ripped off, and Martijn drove over the thing on the Autobahn. Yeah, it's just not safe, and it's the 4th or 5th time this has happened now, and I just checked, and I think they just screwed it in here. You can actually see the holes where the screws came out. So please make sure that you use one that is bolted on, at least bolted on, but better would be just to use OEM parts, because these splitters you find online, they're not tested. So if you take your car to us, or I mean if you go for an Autobahn drive or high-speed drive, whatever, check out your splitter and make sure that it's been bolted on correctly. So Cengiz installed a front bumper, side skirt and rear bumper, I believe, of an M package car, which does give the car a really good look. Absolutely love that. Wheels. We've got 20-inch wheels. These are BMW M5 replica wheels. And then we've got high-fly tires around that, HF 805. I don't know that. High-fly is, I think, a Chinese tire brand. I don't know these tires, but I did see that there are P0s on the rear wheels, so where it really matters, let's say. These are 245s at the front. Oh my god, just look at that paint. Look at that gold flake in there. That is so cool. Man, what a beautiful color. So you can check out Cengiz on Instagram, F10_535i_beast. He's a Belgian guy, awesome guy. Go follow him if you like, and if you want to be updated on his progress with this car. He told me that he's either going to go for a B58 BMW next, or he might do a turbo upgrade with this car, which is pretty cool. Exhaust, we've got a Remus exhaust with 2 big tips. Really gives the rear of the car a very cool look. It does fit the car very well. It really fills out that rear nicely. We've got a little rear spoiler here as well. Beautiful rear lights, and then let's take a look at the engine. Ah, look at that. It is not macadamia, it is pirate brown metallic. Very, very cool. I don't think I've ever seen it. It looks absolutely stunning. So yeah, really happy about that. I'm going to keep an eye out for cars, for BMWs in this color, because it is stunning. So the engine, we've got the N55 inline 6 turbocharged engine, single turbo, even though it says twin power, but that is just because it's a twin scroll turbo. When the N54 was replaced by the N55, exactly the same power, 306 horsepower, 400 newton meters, but it went from a twin turbo to a single twin scroll turbo. Now in this F10 it delivered 306 horsepower, 400 newton meters as well. And now with the upgrades that Genghis has done, so we've got a catless downpipe, we've got the Remus exhaust, just has a center silencer, all the rest of the silencing is gone. We've got an upgraded inlet pipe, an upgraded charge pipe, we've got a pure turbos remap, we've got an XHP transmission remap, so a TCU remap, a Wagner Evo 3 intercooler upgrade, which is very nice, and that all brings the total to 397 horsepower and 626 newton meters of torque. So that is very, very healthy. That is a good upgrade. And I mean, yeah, this is a very nice engine. Oh, that color is outrageous. It is so metallic, so flaky, very cool. And then the yumminess continues on the inside, because we've got a lovely spec in here as well. With this light leather, we've got the comfort seats, which is an absolute must if you have an F10 or F11 series 5 series, because they are magnificent. And then we've got this gorgeous wood trim all around the car, absolutely stunning. Super nice. And then we've got the cup holders here, which I think Martijn said that this was a facelift thing as well. But it is I still really like this interior. I think it's quite successful in its simplicity. So we do have the old steering wheel, which I thought the 5 Series facelift also got that new steering wheel, you know, the smaller one with the smaller airbag, but maybe that was an option, I don't know. So other than that, we've got the digital speedo, which wasn't facelift upgrade, but it is a very, very nice spec. This absolutely gorgeous. It's the way I would spec a car basically. And then we've got a little sound upgrade as well, but you will hear more of that later. So let's take it for a drive. So we've got the ZF 8-speed, as I said, with that TCU remap. We'll put it in Sport Plus. And well, you can immediately hear the upgraded exhaust with that downpipe. But the good thing is that it still has that center silencer, because it's not droney, it's not like crazy loud, it's just a bit louder than stock. And I mean, those pops are added, of course. We don't have pedal shifters, which is really strange. I haven't had that in a BMW for a long time, but there's nothing behind this, which does mean that you have a better hold on the steering wheel, definitely. I think this is a better feel, and the steering wheel rim is nice and thin. I like that as well. But you do have to shift with the gear lever, of course, because you don't have the pedal shifters. But it is a very cool daily, this, because it's super comfy. I know Genghis upgraded the exterior to the M package bumpers, but he didn't change the suspension, I think, because it's still super comfy. And it's quick, it sounds good, it looks amazing. I mean, I think this F10 series BMW 5 Series is going to be a very attractive car for a long time, because it's timeless, the design. So let's do a little sound check in the tunnel. Yeah, that's a good sound. Alrighty, so at the Autobahn we're going to switch the gearbox back to sport mode, and we're going to add a GPS speedo, because the speedo only goes to 260, but the car is a lot faster than that. So usually they are limited at 250, of course, but this one isn't anymore. I hope you guys can see that big speedo. I think you can, but it is very empty behind me. Alright, so we've waited a couple of minutes to let everything sort itself out in front of us, and here we go, full throttle. I just love the power delivery of these silky smooth BMW straight sixes. I mean, it doesn't really matter which one you have, N54, N55, B58, they all have their own character and their own benefits. But look at it go. I mean, it is, wow, that's a very sophisticated phone holder I've got there. The speedo only goes to 263, as you can see, but we are at 270 plus now. Super comfy. And it does it very, very easily. 279, 280. I mean, that is impressive. I'm going to brake now because I don't want to stress these brakes too much by braking too late and too hard. But that is that is awesome. It's just such a good daily, this. I mean, I can imagine that driving this every day, you've got basically everything you would want from a 5 Series. You've got the speed, you've got the looks, you've got the power, you've got the sound. Beautiful interior spec. The only thing you don't have anymore is a front splitter, because that is gone. Oh yeah, that is comfy. So this was I think Ginga said it was a luxury line. So, or it still is a luxury line. It just has M package bumpers, but that's cool to experience that as well, because we usually only drive the M suspension stuff. But this is super nice, because my 535D did have that M package, and it also had the M suspension, which you can select. You can select those two things independently. But my suspension was way too hard. It was so firm, and especially when going over like shorter irregularities or potholes, it was just this jolt went through the cabin. And that was also down to the fact that it had horrible run flat tires, which this car also doesn't have. But I really like the luxury line suspension. So Gingas, thank you so much for taking your car to us. I hope you enjoyed watching your own car in this video. To you guys, thanks for watching. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. If you want to check out another video, you can go and watch this one, or go check out this playlist. See you at the next one. Bye.